Hello and welcome to the Clever Fox YouTube channel. My name is Ilysse and today we are going to be planning out my month of March using my Clever Fox Weekly Planner Binder Edition. I love a planner in a binder because of the ability to take out the pages, move things around, and customize it as my needs change. Today we are going to be talking about how to plan out your month when it comes to bills, appointments, birthdays, goals, general to-dos, and how to even take those plans and move them into your week. So make sure you watch the whole video so you don't miss any of the tips and tricks that I am sharing today, and that you are subscribed to our channel with that notification bell turned on so that you get notified each time we post a new video. Let's dive right in and get started. Now, I love a planner in a binder because of the ability to take out the pages and not feel like I have to kind of, awkwardly write over things, even though book-bound planners don't really have that issue, but like Spiral and Coil, they have that issue. So because this is an undated planner, we are going to go ahead and get this dated. So March 2024. And we are starting with a Friday. Okay, so for a month like this March where you have to kind of split a box, you can just keep the circles like as is or keep the dates as is, or you can just use a ruler and kind of split the box that way. There have also been times that I've put the final date up here, but depending on your style of planning, that may not make the most sense for you. So when it comes to planning out my month, I really like to start with the basics. So first up, we are going to take these payday stickers and put these right down. And when I say the basics, we're gonna talk about paydays, bills, plans, birthdays, all the things that I know are happening throughout the month. Because when I'm trying to make other plans throughout the month, I'll be able to look at my monthly overview and know what's doable and what's not. So now we have paydays in, and we're going to put in birthdays. So I like that these birthday stickers are small enough to be able to not take up too much space, that I could put something else in here if I wanted to. And March is definitely a month where I have a lot of birthdays. And we need, the final one is my brother, I can't forget that. So we'll put those down, and then I'm just going to put the person's name right here. And you still have about half the box. Okay, so birthdays to not forget, and people in my life to not forget to call to celebrate them. Next up, I'm going to take an appointment sticker for the 29th. And these appointment stickers are perfectly sized for this monthly because I have at 10:30 my neurologist. And also, as I'll be looking at my monthly overview, this will help me remember to put in my work calendar that I need a block of hours or a block of time that day because it's a Friday, I'll be working, but I will need to go to the doctor. And then we're going to take some bill stickers for bills that are due. So we have the 1st, the 7th, the 15th. And if you had more than one bill in a day, we're gonna show that because I do have it on the 1st. I would only use one sticker. I don't know that you necessarily need to have multiple stickers for each bill, especially on a day like this where it's payday, so we already have some stickers here, and then I might end up filling up the whole thing. So I have the 19th and the 28th and the 30th. And then we'll go ahead and fill these in. So the first one is my HOA, my homeowners association, and my mortgage. I have a credit card this day. I have car insurance. I have my internet and my phone. I meant to write Verizon, so we can just put Verizon here. Or I could have left it as phone. Sometimes mistakes in our planners happen. I have my car and Netflix, because, streaming TV. All right, so we've got bills, paydays, birthdays, appointments, and now we need actual plans. And I've got plenty of those this month. So I have this sticker sheet. Now, these boxes are going to be they're going to be wide, right? Because these are too wide for this. So another thing that you can do instead of using boxes is use something like a flag, or you can use a smaller icon over here. So I know that on the 16th, It's gonna be a busy weekend. I have my friend's daughter's baptism, and then on the 17th, which is also St. Patrick's Day, I have my friend's son's birthday party. And on the 10th, even though it's not St. Patrick's Day, I have a St. Patrick's Day parade, because sometimes towns near me do the parades and their big town events on different days. So I'm just gonna write Asbury parade. So my March is getting really full, right? Another way that I like to set up my monthly is reminders. So we could use a grocery bag, or I could use a meal icon. Because of the size of the meal icons, I'm actually going to use these because I'm using a meal delivery service or an ingredient delivery service, not actual meals. But each day on Tuesday is when I have to select my ingredients. Otherwise, they are going to select them for me. And I don't like when that happens because I'm a bit of a picky eater. And so I can't forget on Tuesdays to do that. So it always has to go into my planner. The way that I use a monthly when it comes to my weekly or daily planning is when a new week is beginning, I open this up. I'm like, okay, what is coming up this week? Oh, I have a bill due. There's a baptism and a birthday party. I need to get gifts. I need to get cards. Tuesday, I have to remember to select my ingredients or my meals. Monday's payday, I need to update my budget. Those types of things are how I use this. This is where the basic starter default plans come in. And then the weekly is where kind of like the action happens. So the next thing that I want to do is put some notes over here. And these are going to be in a little bit of like different categories. So what I want to take is a budget sticker and note things that I need to remember to budget for the month. So we have my neurologist, because my doctor's appointment is going to cost money. Neuro appointment. Sophie, gift. Ethan, gift. And my brother, gift. Other birthdays that I listed in here won't all be gifts. Some is just, a phone call or a card. So those are things that I need to remember to budget throughout the month. The next thing that we're gonna do is decide, I spelled decide wrong. We need correction tape for that. Decide whether to keep meal service. I've been doing this ingredient delivery service for a few months now, and I really love it, but it's also pricey. And so budget-wise, I have to decide if this is something that I want to continue to do, or if I feel like I have enough recipes kind of in my repertoire that I can maybe take a break and see what's going to happen next. Let's set up some monthly goals and work-life balance goals. My goal in February was to do 10 workouts, and I was able to successfully do that. So we're gonna bump it up in March and do 15 workouts. For family and friends, I'm going to write 2 fam and 2 friend plans. This means making plans with my family twice and making plans with my friends twice. Fun and recreation and hobbies go on a spring adventure, which is probably going to be that St. Patrick's Day parade, because there's a lot coming up this month. Personal development will be, I'm actually going to do personal development and sort of home as one, because when things in my home are good, then I feel like I'm personally developed. But the other option here is I can do personal development, but I can actually list home stuff in my monthly goals. So I think we're gonna rework that. Personal development, I'd like to read 4 books, like 1 book per full week. Romance and relationships. So I have actually started to date someone, and that's right, plan date nights. And then spiritual is going to be journaling and meditation. Now, another option that you could do here, as you've seen me do before, is to color code these different categories so that as I'm looking at monthly goals, these can be color coded. But I think for now, we're just gonna sort of, as I like to call it, a brain dump on the monthly goals, because there's a lot in my head that I want to achieve this month. I had a really busy January and February that I felt like most of the things in my life kind of got pushed to the side because I had some other priorities that really needed to be focused on. And as a result, now we're all of a sudden going to be in the 3rd month of the year. We're going to be in the last month of the 1st quarter of the year, and it's time to get back on track. So the monthly goals, I was talking about my physical environment and my home. So one is going to be reorganize kitchen, go through clothes. This was a February goal that I did not accomplish. Reorganize office, which I did do in January, but now that I've lived in it for all of February or worked in it for all of February, I'm finding areas that need to kind of be reworked a little bit. So constantly, not constantly, but every once in a while, looking back at what you're organizing or setting up and maybe needing to evaluate it and redo it is going to be really important. So, and then we're going to do spring cleaning. I am going away in April, so I have booked my flight for that, but I need to write down April trip plans. Aside from booking my flight and hotel, I've done nothing, so that's going to be something that's really important. What else can we put down here for my monthly goals? I feel like sometimes we overdo it and set ourselves up for, I don't want to use the word failure, because even if you check one thing off your list, I find that it's a success. So being able to be mindful and intentional about what you're doing is really important in your planner. But I am going to take a little salad here because I'm going to write down healthy eating. One thing that I notice about myself is as I've started dating and going out for dinner more, I eat really delicious things and they're not always healthy. So I want to put down a little healthy eating there. And then let's bring in this exercise, weight, and write consistent with a workout routine. Okay, so as I'm looking at this as a whole, at March, it looks very busy. There's a lot going on, but there's also room for more. I can see where my open plan spots are. I'm pointing more over here because I don't tend to make a ton of plans during the week, but I can see that I have some free weekends. I see that I have no free weekends at all, but then we have another one that's open here. I have my work-life balance goals. I know when my bills are due, when birthdays are, when I have an appointment, plans that I have. We've got monthly goals and things that I need to be mindful of with my budget. And this is also budget, but it's also grocery and it's also health. So there's kind of a combination. So hopefully this video helped you kind of understand a little bit more about how I use a monthly and in this binder as well. So we're going to pop these pages down and put them back in. There we go. You can pick up this weekly binder over at cleverfoxplanner.com. Let us know if you have any questions and what types of planning videos you would like to see in the comments. Please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel while you are there. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and we will see you soon.